Hello there, Star Wars fans, for those of you that are returning.
How you doing, you old pirate? So good to see you.
And for those of you that are new here,
Well, took you long enough.
welcome to the channel, everybody. Let's get into today's video. Yes, hello. Today we're going to be going through my 5 things, maybe dream wish list for Star Wars Celebration. Now, it's going to be kind of unscripted. It's kind of how I prefer to do things, like we're just talking together, having fun talking about Star Wars. But it's going to be my list of 5 things I want to see. Probably unlikely for the most part, but 5 things I want to see at Star Wars Celebration starting tomorrow, Thursday, going through Saturday. It's going to be a lot of fun, hopefully. And we'll see what we get. But I'm going to run through the list really quickly here and then go through each one, just one by one, giving my honest, unscripted thoughts on the state of Star Wars and why I want these things. So, my list. Number 5. An official update on shows we've seen, but we don't know truly when the next season could be, or if there will be a next season. For example, are we getting a Boba Fett Season 2? Can we get a concrete answer at Celebration? Kenobi Season 2, we know it's a possibility. We know they should want to do it. Will they be doing a Kenobi Season 2? The reception for both those shows has been not the greatest, but alas, will we get an announcement? And The Bad Batch, are we going to be for sure getting a Season 3? And just timeline announcements on those things. We know we're going to be getting an Andor Season 2, but we don't know when. And as for Mandalorian, we haven't even wrapped up Season 3, but honestly, who knows where we go from there. Anyways, that's number 5. Just clarity and official updates on shows for Star Wars. Number 4. Any kind of open world Star Wars game. Maybe a bit of a dream. There's been rumors though, and I think an open world Star Wars game would be amazing. You can explore a bunch of eras: Old Republic, Empire, Clone Wars, post-Empire. A lot of good stuff there. Open world Star Wars is number 4. Number 3, a Season 2 of Tales of the Jedi, or what I think would be awesome, Tales of the Sith. And we'll get into that more in a minute, but that's number 3. I could have put that in with number 5, but this is just something I want more than all of those things. I love Tales of the Jedi. I'd love to see more of it. Number 2, an Ahsoka trailer and official release date. That'd be great. Ahsoka, I think, is going to be an absolute win for Star Wars. A banger, if you will, of a show. I think it's going to be amazing. So, a trailer for that. When are we going to for sure be getting it? Give us an Ahsoka update. Come on. And number 1, maybe a bit controversial, but if you couldn't guess it from number 2, I'm a big Dave Filoni fan. I would love to see Dave Filoni be given his own movie to write and direct by himself. Full movie, and just much more creative control overall. I know he's got quite a bit right now, but Star Wars needs him as the leader, in my honest opinion. So, give him the keys, go from there, give him a movie to write and direct, the way George did with Star Wars. Just give it to someone, maybe a trilogy. That'd be number 1. That would, if we got these 5 announcements, it would make my week. But let's just get into each one by one. If you are still here, hello, much appreciated. Thank you. It means a lot that you're watching this video, taking the time out of your day, so I appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind, please do subscribe. Please leave a like. I love this community that I'm building with Star Wars fans. It's been an absolute blast, so hit that button. Much appreciated. Thank you. Now, number 5. Let's get into each one by one, an official update on shows we've seen. And you can skip around if you're only interested in a few of these. It won't hurt my feelings. Boba Season 2. What do you guys think about Boba Season 2? Season 1 for me, I didn't love the direction they took Boba, the whole ruling with respect thing. I don't know. I wanted to see fearless bounty hunter Boba Fett making his way planet by planet, kind of doing his thing. Maybe like taking people off of a checklist type thing, settling a lot of scores that he had throughout the Empire before he was thrown in the Sarlacc pit. Just a much more badass type Boba Fett. Now, at the direction they went in, it wasn't terrible. I liked going in depth on his character much more, seeing a lot of development. But we could have done that planet to planet. I don't know, I'm a big cameo guy, of course. Who isn't? I mean, I know some of you aren't, but big Han Solo cameo was rumored. That could have been fun. I just want to see Boba in Season 2 much more explored, much more to the roots of Boba Fett. See him maybe go through something that causes him to break a little and be more of the guy we saw in the original trilogy. Much more mysterious, much more badass. It's a little vague, but that's the type of vibe I want to see in a Boba Season 2. Do you agree? Disagree? Let me know. Speaking of shows that didn't have the greatest reception, Kenobi. Will we be getting a Kenobi Season 2? Now, Season 1 was alright. It had its moments for sure. Kenobi, Vader, like that aspect of it is outstanding. Season 2 for me would just be all about like 50% Kenobi going further towards the light, 50% Vader going further towards the dark. Really emphasize their journeys and their paths down their different paths, basically. See them go in different directions. I would love to see that. More of that. They don't have to meet again. They shouldn't meet again. But emphasize how both of them have chosen and gone down completely different paths. Yeah, I think that'd be great. Alright. From there, Andor Season 2. I think Andor Season 2 is going to be much more exciting than the first season. The quality of Andor is peak. It's outstanding. Like, should have put that budget and production into Kenobi as well, but that's a different story. Like, it's amazing what they do with that show. I didn't love the storyline, but I think Season 2 is going to be outstanding. Anyways, number 4. Star Wars open world game. Now, there's been rumors, but after Hogwarts Legacy, it emphasized even more how outstanding this could be for Star Wars. Imagine open world game in the Old Republic. We don't have a ton of lore around there, so they could read at least canon lore. I know there's a lot of legend stuff, but they could really go their own way, like even in between Old and High Republic a little bit. Or if they wanted, they could go Clone Wars. They could go pre-Clone Wars, kind of create some more canon there in an open world game. They could go Empire, Andor era, that type of thing. You know, we're in Order 66 Jedi, but we're getting that in Fallen Order, the Jedi series. Anyway, I think it could be a lot of fun. You could go post-Empire in the Mandalorian era. That could be fun. Aside from that, I think an open world game in Star Wars is needed. But please let me know what you think of that, and if there's a different game that you'd like to see in Star Wars, do let me know. I'd love to see pretty much anything. Love to get more games, why not? But anyways, number 3 now, I talked about Tales of the Jedi Season 2, but I'd love a Season 2 or a Tales of the Sith. Maybe something with Plagueis and Palpatine, Tenebris and Plagueis. It's another thing with Dooku, it's an advanced story, but he's a Sith now. Something High Republic, something with Vader. I don't know. Sith possibilities are endless. I'd like to see Palpatine and Plagueis. You know, Palpatine, as we know in the novel, killed Plagueis in his sleep. Could we get that on screen in Tales of the Sith? I've been begging for it since Tales of the Jedi. I thought that show was an absolute masterpiece. Dave hitting it off as always. I thought that was great. So yeah, Tales of the Sith. There's a lot of great storylines they could pursue there. Maybe something we don't even know about, like Secret Apprentice that Vader trained. Something like that. I don't know. I would love it. Let me know what you think, though. What kind of storyline would you like to see in Tales of the Sith or Tales of the Jedi Season 2? If we were to get another Tales of the Jedi, I think I'd want Anakin in between 1 and 2. Some of his training, I think that could be really interesting. There's some nice comics about that. Otherwise, some Jedi we didn't know as much about during the Clone Wars, maybe a Quinlan Vos story, how he escaped Order 66 or what he was doing, with Ventress in Dark Disciple, some of that on screen. That could be excellent. But the Tales of the Jedi I loved. I'd love to see more with the Sith or the Jedi. Either or. Anyways, as I mentioned, Season 2 then was Ahsoka trailer and an Ahsoka release date. I'm really excited for Ahsoka. I think it's going to be an excellent show. I think it'll be the best show that Star Wars has put out, and I think that's largely because, if you haven't noticed, I'm a big Dave Filoni fan. I know that people have kind of gone back and forth on it more recently, but I'm sticking by his side until we really see live-action Ahsoka, because this is his baby. Ahsoka's his baby here. This show is, like, his thing. And all the rumors, all the leaks, I haven't read all of them, because I don't want to be ultra spoiled. But from what I've seen, this show is going to be great. It should possibly go into kind of its own little outward universe of the galaxy type thing, like even past the unknown regions to the new beyond. That would be awesome. Thrawn, Ahsoka, Ezra, really just the Rebels crew. I liked Rebels a lot, when it wasn't filler. Even when it was. The characters are great. Dave Filoni, Ahsoka. Man, it's going to be good. Give us more at Celebration. And number 1, maybe the most controversial, announce a Star Wars movie. Announce a Star Wars movie, because Star Wars does belong in the theaters. That's where it started. That's where it's gotta be. And it's been a long time since The Rise of Skywalker, and just the sequels in general, which were in the theaters. Then there was Solo, and Disney said, well, Solo sucked, so we're going to be done with movies for a while. And now they're done with movies. They have been for a while, and it still doesn't seem like they have a concrete plan. There was Damon Lindelof for a while, and he is out of his project now. Now, though, there's some rumors going around that Dave will get his own movie announced, and that would be outstanding. Give Dave the next trilogy. I don't care if it's sequel era. I don't care if it's prequel era, fucking Old Republic, High Republic, 1,000,000 years into the future. Give us a trilogy, written and directed by Dave Filoni. Just like how the Star Wars was created by George, have it just be one singular vision. I don't want another 3 movies where it's one director, another director, then a different one. Like, you just go back and forth. No, one vision, and have it be Dave. I know that might be controversial. Dave does some crazy stuff, but I think Star Wars needs some crazy stuff. So that's number 1, a movie. Really just a movie, period. And then a movie with Dave doing the whole thing. His vision. I want to see it. I'd love to see it on the big screen. But you let me know, if you could have one thing at Celebration, what would it be? I feel like this might be a little controversial. But hey, we're getting out there. Let's have some fun with it. Star Wars is in a silly spot right now. So, I mean, I still love it. I'll always love Star Wars. I'll be here for a while on this channel, doing my thing. So, much appreciated. Please do subscribe. Please leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next video.